loud about nothing. It's me, your boy, the hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Conelli. And as always, per usual, we got the cute boy here himself, Robbie. Robbie, say hello.
What's
hello
going
to
on, beautiful people?
I like this. Your Mickey Mouse shirt.
Yeah, I'm wearing my Mickey Mouse shirt. I don't want to be cold.
You don't want to be cold. Yeah. He's very temperature sensitive.
Last time we did the podcast in this room, I was shivering. I'm drinking cold.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't have a good circulation in your little fingies?
Maybe not.
Let me touch your hands.
My hands are cold.
Ew, they're clammy.
They're not clammy. They're cold.
No, they're like, something's off about them.
They're not that bad.
Stop, Dave. We lied for the people.
Kind of smooth.
Yo, oh wait, we got a fire guest today. I am so excited. You need to go check out his Instagram. He's making tremendous videos. I used one of his quick tips the other day to cut an onion. I swear to God, it works so fucking well. He has a new series out called You Can. It's all about cooking and stuff in the kitchen and beautiful recipes and how to take care of yourself a little better. I'm rolling my shirts now because of him. Give it up for Dave Mizzoni.
Hey, boys.
I really
What's
did
up?
the tip with the onion.
Yeah,
And-
I mean it.
You know what's sicko? I was cutting the onion and I was like, oh, I learned online how to cut this to Robbie. He knows you. I didn't say your name.
Just took it on your own.
I just took it.
Take my information, but that's fine. I'm trying to get into people's brains with little things that I do all the time, and eventually, like at one point, sell them pans in the aisle of Target.
That's your goal.
Oh, that's incredible.
Rachel Ray.
I'm looking straight down to the aisle of Target, like in the next like 20 years.
Daytime TV is so underrated.
Ugh. I don't have time for it anymore.
I know. I used to cut class in college just to watch Wendy.
Oh, Wendy?
I would get high, and Wendy,
Wow,
my
what an
class
ally.
was 10-10, and she would rope me in the first 5 minutes to not leave the bed.
It's good.
Oh,
good.
it's so
I was
good.
never a Wendy kid. I liked like the drama of Jerry Springer, and I also
Yeah.
liked like the calm of like Paula Deen during the day.
I never saw Paula Deen.
It was like Paula Deen was like the one who got canceled from the Food Network. I would like switch
I
over
know
to the
about
Food Network
that.
real quick.
That was the first I heard of her.
I would
Yeah.
switch over to the Food Network real fast and watch like Iron Chef reruns in the middle of the day, or
Interesting.
like then it would move like delicately into like Martha Stewart reruns, and
Yeah.
then work towards like the more edgier content on Food Network. I was sitting on Food Network almost exclusively. Also Oprah. Were you an Oprah kid?
No, I wasn't at all. So you liked food from day one.
Oh yeah, I was pretty obsessed. I love the idea of like, well, actually, the first thing I became obsessed with was killing lobsters. Can I tell you that I'm like fucked up as a child? But
What the fuck is happening?
the first thing I remember as a kid, I'm from Rhode Island.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we used
yeah.
to go to the beach, and like people would pull these lobsters out of the boats and like throw them into the pot, like from the boat. People would like turn the water on while you were coming back in, like the waiting dock.
Oh my God.
And then by the time you were there, it was boiling, and they would literally throw the lobsters from the boat into the pot.
That's amazing.
And I was like obsessed with the idea of taking something immediately from life and making it food. Like I had never, like as a young kid,
skip death.
I was like, I can't believe it just becomes food, and like that's how we eat.
This is the opposite of veganism.
I completely. I was obsessed
I want to
with
see the
it.
murder.
It was like a strong memory I have as a young kid of being like, wow. So you just and then it's lobster. It's like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
So
wow.
I became obsessed with food. I asked for like a kitchen set. Like I didn't have cars. I had like a whole like plastic fake kitchen with like fake pizza and fake chicken things to cook. And I would like come in and ask my parents what they wanted to eat and go make it and bring it out.
My nephew does that, but he does it the trashy way. He goes, "Hey, I'm gonna go through the drive-through. What do you want from Panera?"
Oh, he likes Panera.
Yeah, that's what he likes.
Okay, so his version of lobsters, it's not as like picturesque, but Panera is nice.
Yeah, I guess so. I think it's kind of trashy.
What's your go-to Panera order?
Oh, I haven't gone in years, but I guess the broccoli cheddar soup. You
Yeah.
can't not fuck with the broccoli cheddar soup, Rob.
I used to get the chicken Caesar salad.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
liked
basic.
What'd you get?
the thin sliced chicken. I was
Oh,
like,
that's
yeah,
nice.
I like
Remember the
chicken
years?
Caesar
What'd you
salad.
get?
I think I would get a broccoli cheddar was always I would do the half and half.
Of course.
And you know what I liked? Oh my god, it's so gay. The fucking strawberry salad. The like
strawberry
blueberry like citrus summer salad. I would like get that and feel like that bitch.
Like you were on a picnic, but you were just in a booth.
It felt so rich. Like I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna get the strawberry salad. Like so I had such taste. And then I would probably get like the broccoli cheddar soup. Or
Yeah.
I would get a bread bowl on the side too, like and just fill that whole thing up.
Do you remember the era of comedy when everyone just hung out in that Panera Bread
Which one?
on 7th Avenue?
Oh yeah.
Were you there for that?
Wait, the one near UCB?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was like a real moment in my life. That Panera Bread really stood the test of time. I had to stop going in there.
It was like a hangout spot?
It was a
hangout
hangout
spot. There'd be tables of different...
A lot of round tables.
Almost like...
people writing. A lot of like...
like a cafeteria in
the who's
like a high
who
school.
of comedy was there in this Panera Bread.
Was there a cool kids table and a not cool kids table?
Yeah, you got to say hi to certain people. It was nice.
Certainly. Yeah. I didn't dare go to the Panera on 7th Avenue.
I had to stop going because I got in too tight with the staff.
Oh, it was like that?
Yeah, it got a little fishy for Seb. I had to get out of there because the one dude that was working there, him and I would smoke blunts, and then he told me that his girl had a kid, and then he wanted to go beat the shit out of the baby daddy, and he was like, "Can you come with me?" I'm like, "I was just trying to get a bread bowl, babe."
I mean, I would ask, like, you pack like some serious size in a way that would be intimidating. So it's like, okay, maybe he might be the right guy. That's weird. You should have done it for the story.
No, I don't like. Have you ever gotten in a fist fight?
You know what? No, I only got in one fight in my whole life. Actually,
what happened?
Physical. It was with my ex.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, with my ex.
Okay.
It was nothing too crazy, but
Sure.
it wasn't even like necessarily fist thrown. But I've never felt the rage to hurt, except for that one time. Other than that, I probably got in a fight with my sister a million times. Like I threw punches when I was like.
You physically fought your sister
constantly.
Yo, this is something people don't talk about. Brothers and sisters fought with hands.
I remember one time getting in a physical fight with her because she told me she wanted to audition for a musical.
And you weren't having it?
Like, this is
I was like, it's my thing! I was like, it's my thing! And I think I punched her square in the face.
What?
I was like, you can't do this.
Sondheim is only for me.
It was worse. It was like a Christmas Carol we were auditioning for. I was
not even class.
No, it was like not even really. It was so stupid. But I was very defensive over my art. I was like, this is my thing. She was good at soccer. I was like, you're going to be sports girl.
Yeah.
I knew our types. And I was don't get outside the lines.
Did she stay? Was she a sports girl then?
She was kind of a sports girl.
She got scared of the Fury.
She did. I think maybe I stifled her artistic spirit.
What? No, fuck it.
Fuck it aside.
You know what?
Her.
She's not a good singer.
She's not. Yo, you need to learn that early.
Somebody has to tell you. That's why we need bullies, I think. I think bullies are important. Leave people's race, leave people's sexuality out of it, but we need to bully people about what they're bad at.
At their talent level.
At their talent.
We need to bully talents.
Yeah, sometimes people just aren't good.
And every success story is they got bullied and they got better.
Yes.
So bully is never bad because either they bully and they become the greatest ever, or they bully and they quit and the society is blessed.
This is a really backwards championing of the bully, but like I do agree with you that like who do they thank if not their haters, their bullies, they're the people that naysayed. Though I only do that to people that I feel like are lying to themselves. It's so tragic to see that. Like when I was a kid, I thought I was a model. Like
you're a handsome guy.
Thank you.
But you got a nice jaw. Can I say that?
Thank you.
And yeah, you put yourself together nice.
Thank you. I wish I had the eyes that you have. They're like the same color as your shirt right now.
Stop. They change colors depending on what I wear.
I have those too.
You do? Yeah, you have those too?
If you wear like olive green or you wear like my eyes will change a little bit.
Wow, that's amazing.
Actually, that's something I saw you talking about. Hazel eyes being bullshit.
Oh, yo, they are kind of.
Or just everyone being like, yeah, my eyes are hazel, which is like this like roundabout way of like trying to get around brown.
Sure, yes. It's like a thing. I don't want to be black.
I think hazelnut, like coffee.
Oh, yeah.
That was like my first thought with it. But
I saw someone comment on that video being like, it's the same thing with strawberry blonde hair. It's like, bitch, you got red hair.
Yeah.
Bro, just say you got red hair. Okay. Yo, it's okay. It's not strawberry blonde, it's red, okay? And we're gonna make fun of you a little bit, and that's okay.
You just gotta know, and we love your strawberry blonde hair, but call it red. Call it what
red.
It is.
I also think red hair is beautiful and attractive.
Me too.
Sure,
I'm
me
attracted
too.
to Dave, this is a problem with me. I'm attracted to so much.
Yeah.
There isn't a category I don't think I like. You know what? Whoever I'm with, there's something I love.
Okay. I like that.
Whoever I'm with, there's something I love. Do I have a type? Yeah, it's goth girls right now.
Whoa! I don't know though. Is it really?
I mean that's who I look at on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Is I look at like goth girls.
Are you talking about goth girl like girls like on Instagram, or are you talking about porn?
Porn.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I like because I used to make fun of the Hot Topic kids, and I think it's something to do with that. Like it's like, oh,
well, you're always subtly making fun of what you maybe don't have the courage to exploit within yourself.
I don't know. Edward Scissorhand was a little corny wearing those shirts. Wearing those Edward Scissorhand shirts were a little corny.
I told you I watched a lot of Oprah as a kid. Sometimes me trying to philosophize something that I just don't. I just shouldn't.
Did you have a hot topic about you?
What? Yeah. Hot Topic, and also what was that album store?
FYE.
Yeah. Flicking through the CDs, kind of just chilling. It was like in a portion of the mall that had a window that was very public. So people would go there to make out and like
what?
Be doing their own thing, but be seen by like the other people in the class. Like it was like, did you see like Katie and Brian in FYE? They were fucking making out. Wow. I bet she jerked him off.
Oh my God. Did you have the chance to make out in FYE?
No, I never made out in FYE. I actually, one of my first makeout sessions was with a girl at Rocky Horror Picture Show.
What?
I got dressed up and went to a Rocky Horror Picture Show like late night movie thing with like the freaks.
Yeah, to do like the play.
I guess that's pretty goth girl. Like,
that is goth girl.
Maybe I was a goth.
You see him perk up?
Yeah, what's she doing?
He's like,
yo, tell me about this horny ass story here, man. This sounds hot as fuck.
It was. So, did you ever go to a Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I have not.
I have not gone to one of the events. I hear they're amazing.
It's like a culty thing that
I saw
basically,
the movie.
yeah, they do the movie in front of it. They like dress and drag and like they basically like lip sync the entire film in front of the screen.
Yeah.
And a lot of the audience has like culty responses where they like know, like there's a part of the movie where I think it's raining and Brad and who's the other girl?
Oh, I know.
Susan Sarandon are outside in the rain and they're holding like a newspaper over their heads because it's raining, and everyone in the audience had newspaper. Like they all pull it out and put it over their head, like I don't know. And there's also like little chants that they do back and forth. But I went with this girl. Her name was Brittany.
How old are you?
Probably 16.
16.
She was my girlfriend at the time, and we went and we were virgins. So when you go for the first time, they put a V on your forehead and lipstick. It's very horny.
Wow.
It's very horny.
Wow, that is horny.
And then they
so if we went, we would get a V.
Yes.
What do you mean we?
They would say
you're saying you're a virgin?
No, a virgin to the
event.
show.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought they were
a virgin for kissing. No, a virgin to the event. That would be crazy. And
I was like, what is happening?
Oh no, I would never have admitted that.
Okay.
So it sounds like some blood sacrifice.
Bring all the virgins in, mark them.
And we're all 16 this event. Regardless, no, it was like we're just the event, but it was like a fun night. I like drank Bacardi on the way and like had like kind of like a silly, like we had like a couple of sips, and like I remember turning to her during it and we made out like so hard, and she could tell she really wanted to like go to the bathroom, but I was gay and I didn't.
I'd like to hook up more.
Yeah, I could tell like she wanted to take it to the next level, but I was like I like the drag. We're watching a drag show. I was like, wait, look, the corset.
Yeah.
Silly. What was your first kiss?
No, I had a bunch of like nothing felt that real. One kiss that felt like that, I guess, was like, I mean, I kissed like in like elementary school and like slowly. I mean, I was a scumbag Italian kid from Staten Island.
Yeah.
Everyone was pushing me to kiss nonstop.
I can't even call that my first kiss either. I think I'm like you. I think I'm kind of like had a collection of kisses like with cousins and friends and like all along the way, like from like 4 onward.
I know. I remember in kindergarten, I went in the bathroom and I kissed 2 girls. I brought like a blonde and a brunette in the bathroom, and we all kissed each other.
Hell yeah.
I was just missing that strawberry blonde to make the trifecta, the Napoleon of orgies.
That's kind of hot.
Yeah.
I used to, here's something fucked. Ugh, I wonder if he'll listen to the podcast.
We could bleep names.
Well, whatever. This kid I used to grow up with, a boy, we used to play doctor a lot, like very curious. And this is common. Like a lot of gay guys have stories of doing this with guys who are now straight and like for sure straight.
Sure.
But like we used to play some crazy shit. This kid used to play church with me. He was obsessed with the organ. And so he had a keyboard and he would put it on the organ and he would like do a whole mass, and I would just lay there.
Oh my
like
God.
some sort of like corpse. As he like, are you Roman Catholic?
No, I'm not Catholic. I'm Lutheran, actually.
Okay.
But I've been to many Catholic masses.
Well, he would do it all, honey.
Oh, wow.
He had the incense coming out. It was just a Yankee candle. He was dangling.
Yeah.
You took it out of my mouth. He would blow out a candle and then take the smoke, like like there's smoke when a candle goes out.
Yeah.
He would put it all around me. I was probably like 9 years old with like one eye open, just being like, when's Father gonna touch my dick?
And that's how it would end.
Yeah, typically, like, it was whatever. And then we would go on, and this person would go to study ministry.
Wow.
Oh wow. He
Yeah,
really wanted to be
like, it's very strange, like, just the way, like, sometimes it manifests and you're like, oh my God, that person, but sometimes they just go off the other direction and just become a completely different person. But this kid went into practice ministry.
So he probably didn't even like the touching of the dick
I
stuff.
don't think so.
He was like, this is the only way I could get someone to pretend to play mass.
I guess he was like, this is a gay kid. I really want to do mass. So what does he want so I can get what I want?
I know the kid. He used to give me chicken palms if I listened to his mass.
Yep.
He looks for an in with everyone, you know?
Honestly, that would be a great motivator for the church. It would just be like, start giving the people what they want.
I know.
Like, I would take a chicken parm hero instead of the Eucharist.
Oh God! You know, when I first received communion, they bought a real loaf of bread, and I remember everyone like, "Whoa, look at this! This is a real big deal." But it was from ShopRite.
Yeah.
And then I remember like eating the ShopRite bread, being like, "What the fuck are we doing?"
No,
Yeah,
not
didn't like
ShopRite
that.
bread.
Not ShopRite bread. And you couldn't even go to Pastosa's or something? You couldn't get something right?
I have bakeries in my, like, Italian bakeries all over my neighborhood where I grew up. Like, the little spot in Rhode Island I'm from is very Italian.
What area of Rhode Island?
It's called Knightsville. It's within Cranston,
Cool.
Which is it's just this little particular neighborhood. The streets, like the center of the streets, are painted the Italian flag. Like, it's very like
wow.
this whole neighborhood picked up and moved here from Italy in like
Yeah.
the 20s. Excuse me. And they took over. There's like old ladies still walking around, like, you know, you have old ladies in your neighborhood growing up that you're just like, are you 85 forever?
Sure,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And they never die. Their kids die.
Their kids
Their kids
they
die.
bury their children.
Yes, they always bury their children.
And then yet they're still calm, they're tan, and they're outside in a one-piece bathing suit and shorts, looking at cherry tomatoes.
Yes.
Just being like, not yet.
No.
They exist all over my entire neighborhood, and I'm so inspired by them.
I love that.
I loved Rhode Island. We went last year, and I was very surprised.
They have like a bubbly arts community there.
Yeah, they do, which I was surprised.
One of the best places we've gone to visit. It's like so fun. It's not trying to be New York.
Yes.
That's the best part about Rhode Island.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, I always say, if Boston had like a stepchild that was like, I'm not like you guys. I'm like kind of different.
Yeah.
It was
like,
cooler.
Yeah, exactly. He went and got like a sleeve of tattoos and went to culinary school instead.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
100%.
was like, I don't believe you're racist shit. You know,
Exactly,
like pushed away.
Exactly. Like all the other kids are like in finance bros and like living in like Southie in Boston. And this guy's like, no, I'm gonna get an anchor tattoo and like open a restaurant, open a butcher shop.
Yeah, exactly.
I loved it.
That's Rhode Island.
It also felt like the people liked each other there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about what
Well, we have no electoral vote, so it doesn't matter who you vote for president. So everyone gets along. We don't talk about it.
I guess I knew that.
We have 4.
Yeah.
It's inconsequential in any election.
Sure, yes.
But I'm just kidding. It's actually a very agreeable state.
Yeah, it was really nice. What do you think about that? When you were growing up, would people talk about that mayor, Buddy?
Oh, Buddy Cianci.
What was the word about Buddy Cianci as a kid? What were people saying? Because he sounds like a fucking legend.
Yo, I actually don't know shit about Buddy Cianci other than the name. Like he was more like slang.
For what?
To me, for being like, oh, he's a bit of a Buddy Cianci, or he's a bit of a Cianci.
That makes him even better.
I want to start using that.
Right, which just kind of meant like shady, jaded, like exposed, busted, all those types of things. But I don't really know what the hell he did. I should watch a doc, right?
There's a Mogul series, like the podcast network. They did a whole series on Buddy. It was tremendous. He went to jail and then left and got reelected. And then after he left
Rhode Island?
yeah, and then he got kicked out of office again, and then he started his own tomato sauce. He does his own sauce. He's like, fuck it, I can't do politics, I'm doing sauce.
And then we eat it up. Like,
everyone.
That's the circus we live in, though, with all kinds of politics. It's like, you know what? People just want a likable guy that like who makes mistakes like they do and that they can relate to, and that's unfortunate, but like whatever, that's where we are. The celebrity line is so blurred.
I know.
Yo, it's actually so fucked. Like, yeah. What do you think about? So everyone's posting these videos of Post Malone being like, "I hope he's okay." Did you see that?
What did he do?
Oh, I saw that yesterday.
He's like mad skinny now, and like,
well, he was also like he gets really into "I Fall Apart." I don't know if you are familiar with Post Malone songs,
I like Post Malone a lot.
Yeah, so he like was very into I Fall Apart, which is an emotional song, but I think they were like, oh, he's tweaking and stuff like that.
Is
some
he
people are
sober?
like, this is how he does this
I think
song.
he's drinking less. But
he gives me sober energy. Like he gives me a guy who like, or he just gives me a guy who's like, I used to do meth.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and now I don't.
I think he drank so much. Like he was a big drinker, and then like he's been easing up on it. But now that he's skinny, everyone's freaking out. We can't lose post. I just think he's on the weight loss drug.
Perhaps. Oh, what is that? I know people that are using this. They
You know people using it?
They're injecting it, right? It's
Yeah,
like
they're injecting it.
Yes, I have a friend that's doing it.
So what's
it makes
the word on that?
It makes him violently ill almost every single day.
Yeah.
I'll do anything not to be
the
fat.
last time you were on this podcast, you had, I think, a parasite.
Yes,
you were
yes.
ill
That's what you
for
gotta
a
get.
long time.
Oh,
Okay.
you gotta get Parasite's better than the new drug.
Bro, if I could bottle the Giardia is the parasite.
Okay, yeah.
If I could put it in a can and
Yeah.
sell it, I am telling you, I would be a billionaire. It would be a 2 shakes. The
Sure.
first one is get this parasite.
Uh-huh.
The second one is just a liquid antibiotic because
Yeah.
you just take one antibiotic pill and it's gone.
Wow.
I don't know if I told you that. Like I had the parasite for almost 6 months. I didn't know because I thought I was taking PrEP at the same time and I had just started it and I thought that I was having a reaction to that. Turns out 6 months later, I find out that I have a parasite that literally all it does is consume all of your fat deposits.
That's amazing.
Consumes oils, fats, and lines the walls of your intestines, and it can easily be treated with antibiotic. So anyway, I lost like 30 pounds, and then I got the antibiotic, and they were like, "All right, here, like it'll go away. Just take it right now." And I was like, it was right before Thanksgiving, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I was like,
Soak up Thanksgiving.
I waited after. I waited.
Then you got Christmas. It's like, all right, I might as well.
Bro, I
just
took it on
push this.
New Year's Day.
Okay.
I waited to take the antibiotic.
Yeah.
I was
New
like,
Year,
I
new
kind
me.
of love this. I was like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
name my daughter Giardia.
Oh my god.
I was like, it was wild. But
So
yeah.
what's going on with the kid that's taking the weight loss drug? It really fucks them up.
So yeah, it's fucking with his stomach. He has no appetite. He eats like a little bit and gets very full.
Yeah.
I do think it's working for him. Like
Sure.
the whole, like, but it doesn't seem like an enjoyable existence or enjoyable relationship with food. But also like, you know what? Like to each their own, I guess. Like pop
Totally.
off. Apparently, a lot of people. He always educates me on like the newest thing that he's like very up to date on like celebrities and like what they're doing and like Kim Kardashian's latest procedure. He's getting like Morpheus to his face, which is this like they like stab your face with all these tiny needles and like rejuvenate collagen. He looks amazing.
Does he? It like works. This
It
stuff.
works. Yeah, he looks fucking great. But
It's like micro needles. Like
there's lots of shit out there. Have you heard of the baby BBL?
No.
a baby BBL.
Baby BBL.
Yes, a
I
baby
like the way it
BBL.
sounds.
Okay.
So
Baby-
they do like a small amount of liposuction and then they spin the fat and then they inject it into your butt and they give you a little booty lift.
Oh.
It's called a men's athletic butt lift or baby BBL.
Wow.
Everyone go online, check it out. Baby BBL. Very, very dangerous surgery.
That's
Okay.
not what I was thinking. I was thinking it was going to be full ass Pampers.
What? No.
Just like some babies with dump trucks.
No.
He can't walk. His ass is too big.
It can give stuffed diaper if you don't do it right.
Oh my.
I want to talk about being single, actually.
Oh, amazing.
Great.
You're both single?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We both, similar situation, I would say to you.
Oh, talk to me about it.
Yeah.
That we were in a toxic
in
relationship
long
and
relationships,
Now
and now
I've
we're
been
not.
single.
How recent?
Years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Years.
Wait, maybe years
Embarrassingly
ago,
long.
5-6 years ago.
It
But I
was-
have stayed now single since the 5-6 year relationship ended badly.
Okay.
And I'm like, I like being single. How do you like it?
I'm enjoying it. I'm trying to figure out how not to masturbate all the time.
Oh God! Now this, you came to the wrong place because I got no advice for you, bro. It's so good, isn't it?
I just when left to my own devices, it's like, okay, wow, I really can't. I gotta focus. I'm loving my alone time. I realized that
Yeah.
until my breakup, I hadn't lived alone ever. I'd lived with roommates, and then when I left my roommate situation, I moved in with my ex. And now that he's gone, like I'm by myself, and I can like sustain the apartment, so I'm by myself.
That's
so
amazing.
I'm really like, it's nice. It's I used to wonder. I used to be like a young gay. Going to like people on Grindr's houses and they'd be like guys in like 28, 30 years
Sure.
old with their own apartments. And I would just think, how did they do this? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
how do they get their own apartment? How do you afford a 1 bedroom? I would come to realize it's divorce.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll help you.
But
I could only hurt your masturbation game. I can't help it. When I remember my therapist once told me, I was like talking about jerking off.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, Sebastian, it sounds to me like you're masturbating out of like need. Why don't you go home and I want you to enjoy yourself as you masturbate. Take your time. Watch something. Just relax.
Mm-hmm.
And every so often now, I have a sesh. And I think about my therapist. I go, this is the best thing you ever did for me.
Treat yourself.
Yo, I have a sesh. And it feels better.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You have to give it to yourself. I mean, especially being single, like I got a couple toys in a white elephant swap. I went to like a gay, Secret Santa type swap.
Sure.
Everybody brings dildos and shit. Like it's
love
just
that.
so common.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
weed or dildos.
I love
Which
that.
all of them was sick.
Yeah.
And I ended up with this jerk, pocket pussy type thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That shit is wild.
Yo, I've had one before.
It's unbelievable.
Wait.
I was like, this thing is absolutely wild. Like,
Wait, do you warm it up?
it's like, oh my God, no, what?
Yo, you came to the wrong place. I told you.
Warm it up how? In like water?
Yeah, you could put it
And
in
a
hot
microwave.
water.
Oh,
or
not
br-
me thinking like microwave. Well,
No.
like, maybe it's silicone. Could you?
You have to. It depends what type you have. Some can go in the microwave. Also, you could put it in like a hot shower and warm it up under the warm water.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then it's like a easy clean.
Wow.
I don't have any right now, but in the past I've had. I had just a straight up pocket pussy, and then I had a fleshlight for a minute, and I didn't like the fleshlight.
The fleshlight's just a little. I don't like when it's human looking. Like
I don't either.
it transcends into like the level of like the AI that we're all eventually going to be
I
replaced.
feel like
by.
Lars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need no real girl.
It's just like, all right, I'd rather it look like a square than it look
Totally.
like a human's mouth.
Mine was neon green, my original one, which is great.
That's nice.
Yeah, because who cares?
Yeah, it's a really dehumanizing color.
But I would have it, and yeah, it's fun.
That's like an element of it. I mean, of course, I'm enjoying being single. Like when you date someone for a really long time, and then you kind of come out like 10 years later, and you've like low key just displayed what a what a great boyfriend you can be.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people who have been looking for that like come around.
Oh,
Pretty nice.
So it's
I'm
been
sure.
yeah. I've been realizing though that it's like. You don't want like friends. It's tough with friends. Like I'm just trying to be.
So hook
I
up
want
with friends.
I want
Yeah.
friends right now. I want my homies to be around me, close to me. And I
Sure.
don't want to like blur the lines, but also like in the gay community, it's a little bit more of a handshake sometimes, depending on the situation.
Yeah, that does feel tricky, like
that is
emotionally,
hard.
mentally, for me.
Yeah,
do
like
you
'cause-
feel like, oh, I thought we were friends, and did you just always want to hook up? Is that a
yeah,
little bit
like
how
there
you
were just a
feel?
couple people where it's like, oh wow, like 1 month after this all ended, like you coming around in a different way. It's like
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
can see that.
It's like, oh, has this been brewing the whole time? Like it didn't just come the last month or like the first 2 months out of my whole breakup. I was like a mess. I was like, so
Sure.
there's no way I'm attive to you in this portion of my
Yeah.
life
Yeah,
unless
yeah.
you're attracted to my vulnerability, which is a red flag.
Yes.
Yeah. But
He's crying. Pounce. Pounce.
Yeah.
yeah, like look, get him. Like
Yeah.
I did feel that a little bit. It
Yeah.
was like there was a little bit of like like finally, like the conch was blown. Conch was blown. But like at the same time, it's been fun. I've been enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's cool to go on dates. It's cool to think about like.
Have you been doing dates? You've been going on proper first dates or
No, I haven't. I actually haven't done one of those yet.
what? You got to do one.
I'm waiting. I don't know. I'm
Why
scared.
are you waiting?
I don't know.
What are you
I
waiting? You're so
waited
good
5
at
years.
chit-chatting.
I tried this weekend actually. So I
Really?
like
Don't listen to his advice.
I'm just
5
saying
years?
I waited a long time before I went on like a sit down date.
And how long were you with your ex?
5, 6 years.
When did you meet
5
them?
years in high school.
In
So
high
it was
school.
high school through
Oh.
end of college,
All right, so you wanted to have fun.
early, and then I was like, not even that. I was like, I need to figure out my life together. I need to get some stuff together before I want to be like sitting down trying to do a whole nother long relationship.
That's how I feel. Is like
Yeah.
I'm going into these first dates and I'm like, I really want to have. I want to attract someone who's really on their shit and like also like really working towards something.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah.
how can I expect my partner to be attracted to me and have those things if I don't have those things? You know,
I feel that too.
not that I don't
Which
right
is
now.
maybe
No.
not the best way of thinking, but I feel that 100%.
This is some toxic man shit that I
Yeah.
deal with. And my dad pulled me the fucking side to have a talk with me about this. He goes, a person could help you get your life together. He goes, stop.
You almost feel like you're not worthy, or like that, like you need to be complete.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we're always a work in progress.
Always. And no matter what, wherever you are, you're going to want to be better. You like, you look where I was 5 years ago. Look at me now. And my dad's like, you just need to stop. He goes, I know your life is up in the air all the time. He's fucking, who cares?
What's your dad do?
He was a principal.
My dad was a fireman.
Oh, okay.
But like, their jobs were so different than what we do.
Yes.
What about your dad?
My dad worked in like finance, but
Just
then he has not worked in the last like 12 years.
My dad's retired also.
Yeah,
my dad's retired.
My dad like farts around the yard and smokes weed all
That's
day.
what
Oh yeah, my dad
just sits in the yard. Yeah, he takes care of my grandma.
He's a great. I mean, he worked his ass off for his entire life. So
same.
go pick figs, Dad. Go.
Oh, that's amazing. He's got a nice fig tree.
Yeah, it's a bitch.
Older Italian men brag about their fig trees so much.
It's big. It's fruitful.
Yeah.
Did he give you a piece?
What? Oh yeah, he always gives me a bag. But
Of course.
they go rotten so fast. Like as soon as you pick them, that's why having a tree. That's why the Italian men like they love it. Is because as soon as you pick them, 2 days, 3 days, and they're done. But if you have the tree, whenever you want, they're right there.
Whenever you want, I'll pick for tomorrow.
Does your family have one? Is that Island?
My parents have one.
They have to wrap it. No. Do you wrap it in the winter?
I have no idea. They do. They have lawn care. They like hire some people, which is like a big luxury.
Yeah.
I remember when my dad got that for a birthday.
Yeah.
It was like, finally, you won't have to mow the lawn. It was so nice.
I asked for an electric, self-pushed lawnmower for my like 16th birthday because I had to cut so many lawns that I was like, Dad, please. I was like, this thing needs to have a motor. Like
you would cut lawns.
I cut lawns. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty meticulous with yard work.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I could see that.
My dad was a landscaper before he was a fireman. My dad had a bunch of interesting careers. He was a landscaper, then a florist for a little while.
Wow.
He was a delivery guy for a gay couple, their florist business, and then one day had to step in and like help them. They had like a wedding where they were way behind.
Yeah.
And so he stepped in and kind of helped them. And these gay guys were like, you know what, Dave? Like my dad have the same name. Yeah. He was like, you're pretty good at this. So he started working there full time and then eventually would live in their in-law suite, like underneath their house. He lived down there. Like when I came out, that was a story my dad told me very quickly. It was like, I used to work for these guys, Frank and Steve, and they were, and actually I think Frank and Steve is the name of the two guys in the most recent episode of The Last of Us, which I don't know if you're watching.
I'm not. I think he is.
I watched. Yeah.
The one about with
I think it was Bill and Frank. Maybe?
Bill and Frank.
Yeah,
very
it was
that.
great.
Yeah, very that almost. Just a gay couple that
yeah.
influenced my father.
That's
awesome.
That also sounds like a plot of like a TV show.
Yeah, sure.
It's like the way of we need you now. We don't we can't handle this.
Wedding,
Yeah, my dad was good at it, and he's creative like that. But he's always supporting me and encouraging me, like you were saying. He pulls me to the side all the time and is like, "You are never gonna be like, I don't know what you're looking for, but like you're worth it in the state you're in right now."
That's nice.
So that's nice, but still haven't really been dating. Just kind of like smashing and also like just chilling, like taking time with myself, like you said,
that
building
is nice.
my own jerk sesh. You
how
know,
nice, how nice is it when you're single to choose what you want to do?
I mean, that's the best
parts
part.
that people. It's not even the fucking. It's the choosing. I only want to do this.
It
Nuts
really
come and go.
You hit it on the head, bro.
Yeah,
that's how it was towards the end. I was feeling like where is my autonomy here? Like where is I was looking in the mirror out at certain places and I was like, you don't want to be here. I was like, you need to go home. Like, and I could have done that at that time, but for some reason I just felt like I wanted me and my spouse to be doing the same thing.
Sure.
But now it's just so nice to be like, I do anything I want. Go to the movies by myself, cook myself. I'll give myself a project on a Friday night to just like cook myself a massive meal and just sit and enjoy it. Like,
that's amazing.
It's really nice.
When I first got single, I had a moment where I was like, what do I even like? Did you have that where you're like, wait, what are my interests? Because I felt so like intertwined with shit. I was like, I had no idea. And I like went back to shit I liked in like high school.
Yep. I did a lot of looking at old photos and like just going back in my like cloud and being like, what did I used to screenshot and save and like who was I hanging out with on a day-to-day basis? I go back to that early time. I was at UC Beast. I was at the Beast at like 11:30 on a Tuesday, getting paid in drinks.
Sure.
And loving it.
1,000% loving it.
And and like that was I think a big thing that I started to do was I started my weekly stand-up show with the Q. I did that for like almost a year.
Yeah.
A weekly is so tough. But I did juice.
So tough.
It's exhausting.
So tough.
But it was a really nice way to connect with all my friends that I hadn't seen in a long time. And
it's hard when you're the one producing it though.
It was a lot of work.
Jesus.
But I'm also a control freak, and I know that I can do it. So I like refuse to pay somebody else. So I'm like, I'll just take it all on because you're gonna need me to text all these people anyway. To get them to respond to you. So like, let me just handle it.
Totally.
But it's been really nice to just like be at a party at 10:30 and be like, you know what I want to do? I want to go home and make a pizza and watch the rest of a show. And just not feel judgment, not feel like you have to convince somebody else that that's a good move, not feel like they're like judging you for not being into what they want to do. Like, I don't know, just autonomy.
You know what was also nice for me? Like when you're in a couple, you have to be like, oh, this is how drunk we're going to get tonight. Mm-hmm. Now I could just decide.
Really?
Like tonight will just become a night.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I have a friend staying with me right now for like a week, and he's been like making me reflect because he's staying in my living room. I live in a one bed. Yeah. And I've been like reflecting, being like, wow, I kind of come home like I've been clocking in when I come home late, and I'm like, I guess it's like whenever I want. Like on Tuesday of this past week, I had a night.
Yeah, which is amazing.
And I just had no idea. I just decided. I was like, actually, I'm having a great ass time. I don't have to do anything tomorrow. Yeah. Like, it's the freedom. It's the curse of not having, structure in a job like our parents had growing up. The stability of that, but it's also the pleasure.
You need to take advantage of the pleasure.
Absolutely.
That's like one of the big pros of this.
Let's get lit on a Tuesday.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are earthquakes wiping out thousands of people.
Yes.
Like anything could happen at any moment.
I love how we're using that to justify drinking.
Oh my God. Tuesday. I agree.
No, I agree. Like, who knows what the fucking world is? No, I
agree.
I saw the M. Night Shyamalan movie, and also when I text, I always just say M. Night because I have no idea what I'm doing. And me and my friends were texting about it to go see the movie. Everyone was just saying M. Night, M. Night. I'm like, who's gonna take the first swing at those S's and H's?
No one wants to do the swipe. No one wants to go over to Safari and look it up.
Everyone's just like, fuck, you gotta double check.
Memorize, go back and forth.
Do you ever notice that autocorrect sometimes knows the names of celebrities and then sometimes it doesn't?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like, what tier of famous do you have to get to for autocorrect to know your last name? Like, it knows Spears, or maybe it's just that I've typed them a million times.
Total. No, I think they're
because Spears is the first thing that comes to mind. Which is very
God bless.
My phone knows Spears. I'm just always checking into that poor girl. But I wonder what tier of fame you have to ascend to
get the
autocorrect. That's
it has
question.
to definitely do with Wikipedia.
I guess.
Do you have a Wikipedia?
I haven't checked actually. I think so.
You need to. Yeah, we need to. Make sure you have one.
Aren't you the one that controls that?
Oh, I don't know.
Not you, but like the collective you.
Yeah, I believe the collective you controls it. I used to change them back in the day, like slightly.
Oh yes, I've seen this.
It's so fucking. I was such a little child, Like,
No, I haven't been adjusting my Wikipedia. I've been like controlling my online profiles. Like being single, also, it's so fun to like slide into DMs and shit.
So it is.
It's
especially
so fun.
if you put out engaging content. People, DMing is like texting.
Well, I used to ignore them. Like I'm a good girl. Like when I'm with somebody, I'm loyal. I would not entertain them, but I would always give me like a little I would just give like a side eye or like a kissy face. But these days, I'm entertaining it. I'm like, if you're attracted to me in some way, like let's find out why. And also, I'm finding that I'm attracted to lots of different people that I never thought. Like you said, you don't have tons of types. Sure. You don't have a specific type. Yeah, but like you typically go for what was it? I forgot.
I like goth girls now.
So I'm looking.
It's a new type every other week.
He has new types every other week.
Mine changes all the time too.
Yeah, me too.
I love like New York boys. Like I love boys that are like from the city. I don't care what borough, but I like the New York swag on guys a lot. But I'm surprised by the people that I'm entertaining
that are coming. Are they DMing you?
Yeah, it's a combination of both. Like, the hearts and the adding hearts to stories was a really great first step for single people.
Sure. Yes.
Oh, yeah. What do you think? So somebody was like, told me that I was flirting with them because I hearted their story.
How many did you heart?
I think 2 over the span of a week.
Oh, all right.
That's not a lot.
That's totally
Is that
normal.
flirting?
That's no.
I
love, a heart is, I think, great. It's like, hey, I'm here, and not now.
Yeah, exactly.
We made out 3 months ago.
Exactly.
We made out 3 months
What are you
ago.
talking here?
And then I hearted 2 stories within a span of a week, and then they were like, "Oh, we're flirting now," and I was like, Oh, I didn't realize I was flirting. Sorry.
But see, in that moment, I'm like, yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually very quick to
You
like,
are.
I'm realizing I don't know what kind of flirter I am. Like,
Yeah,
I
me
have-
neither. I say this all the time.
And also, when the last time I was single, I was 23, so I just had a different idea of like, as a man, of like who I was.
Totally.
Yeah,
And so now
yeah.
I'm just kind of like, oh, I think I'm a little bit more of a I think I'm the aggressor, or at least I'm not afraid.
I love that.
yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I had that realization too. I like to be bold.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I enjoy being.
Yeah, I think like it's attractive. Like,
Yeah.
like what do I want from somebody else? I want them to kind of come up and like tell me what they want.
Me too. I like
Yes.
that. We say that all the time. We're very attracted to that.
I got the perfect. Someone slid into my
Oh,
DMs
this is
the other day,
perfect.
and people fuck up all the time. She literally was flawless. I've never seen a more perfect DM.
Slide. Yeah, I want to see what you think of this. I think you would probably agree.
Oh, I love DMs.
She sent me that she had an internet crush. I've never started a DM. But I live in another state. Told me her age, where she lives, that she owns a home, not married, no kids, has a public profile, and then sent me a selfie.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
That
Flawless.
She gave you the full. She gave you everything. She put
Yeah.
the cards on the table.
Bro,
But I
I
like
was
that.
blown away. I told her, I was like, no, this isn't for me. But
This approach.
tremendous.
Tremendous.
Every time. I've never seen an approach like that.
Yeah.
I don't know who are coaches, who's in the ear.
She came in swinging.
Yo,
I'm trying to do that.
Yeah.
she came in with that she owned a home and the selfie.
Well, I work in real estate, and I'll tell you what, like, so I meet some people when they're coming to look for apartments, and when they get interested, a 6 goes to a 10 real fast when they send you last year's tax return. I was like, oh, shit. Okay.
God.
Woo, okay.
Two commas?
We're doing a $6,400 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom in Brooklyn. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
Edward.
Yeah, I'm attracted to money. I like money too.
I like success, and I like people who are not afraid to dine in on themselves, especially in what I feel is like a really peak period that we're all in right now.
Yeah.
30s to 40s, like
Yes.
live.
Enjoy.
Live.
Yeah.
Do it all.
Enjoy.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like
I like
20s
that what you said. I said I like people with money. You said success. I like that. You're right. People with money I don't like.
Right.
It's people who are successful.
Because money can be like, you could be born into it or
Yes.
have it for wrong reasons or whatever. But like successful people are happy people
Yeah.
because they feel validated by what they do. And the money is like, they're not stressed because it's going to come right back because there's success on the horizon.
And they're not
Yeah.
insecure.
Mhm.
They've
No.
built something.
Exactly. And I find people who are truly successful for the most time, they want to lift you up. Like
yeah.
they want to be around successful people. And if they fuck with you, then they'll, not saying help you, but I'm saying like they'll support you. They'll be there
If they
with you.
recognize that you're putting the effort in, or like, oh, they are along somewhat of a similar path that I was on. They want to,
Exactly.
they feel for themselves in that moment. It's like, oh, that is nice.
Period.
You think these are the years that we got to be eating good, huh? Just like, I mean, like not food, but like just in general, like living
Life.
good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I like I
What's
mean,
that?
I'm not like a flashy like designer person, but like I wanted like a expensive pair of Prada loafers for a wedding,
Sure.
and I was like, I'm buying these.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll wear these for weddings to come, and like I don't know about you, but like I didn't grow up. My mom is a TJ Maxx girl.
Oh, totally.
If
I was
it's
JCPenney boy.
$12.99, my mom
Yeah,
like
yeah.
will buy it.
Yes, 100%.
So much.
Yeah.
But
I still
you'll
get
buy
Christmas, and it's like, oh, it was $13.
Your mom's-
I'm not even gonna return it. So either you wear
Exactly.
it or
You're
it's
stuck
gonna
in-
sit in your room.
Yep.
It'll be $8, $12.99 things. I was like, this is more expensive than the other fucking thing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know. They could have just bought you a drone.
I know. It's insane. My
Yeah.
mom goes to Christmas tree shop. She spends $400. I go,
Christmas
"What-
tree shop.
Yo, I go, what do you buy? Plastic? Like, I mean, I love it. My house is filled with crap, but
Of
like
course.
still.
I know, but we love the crap. It's like she walked down the cash out aisle and grabbed one thing from every single kiosk on the way.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah.
She's like, I've never had York peppermint patties without mint in it. I'm like, what's happening?
That's a chocolate bar.
I know. Yo, they have the worst candy I've ever seen on the way out.
It's like a weird sort of cheap chocolate, like a Nestle
Yeah.
chocolate. Whatever. We love our moms.
But so you got yourself the Prada shoes.
well, I got myself the Prada shoes. I said,
Yeah.
I'm doing this for me. I want to wear them now. Like, I just booked a trip to Barcelona yesterday.
Oh, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I haven't been.
Oh.
I want to go. When else am I going to do this?
Who are you going with?
I'm going with a couple of my friends.
That's so fun.
There's a big gay festival that happens in August.
Yes.
And I want to be there during that so that I can dip in and out of that scene. Like,
Sure.
I don't identify as like a sort of like a circuity, like clubby type gay.
Okay.
But I love to have those experiences. They
Yeah.
feel once in a lifetime for me. And I feel also like I'm in a very shortening window of time where I'm gonna even have the stamina to even want to do that.
Totally.
And as a newly single person, I'm like looking forward to that. It's also like a meeting of, it's like gay people from all over the world. Like people fly in for this festival.
That's so exciting.
One of the parties is at a water park. They take over the entire water park. It's a day thing. So you're there all day long. I'm excited. It sounds fun.
What do you mean? Sounds amazing.
Yes. And then also I'm going to tour the city. I've never been to Barcelona. Have you?
Yeah, I went once.
I heard the food's great. I want paella.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Yeah.
It's like
it's cool. It's on the
to
beach.
be outside. I also like the way that they live. They live like a later life.
Yeah. Like you mean like later in the evening?
Yeah, like dinner's late. Everything is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I went to Europe for like 2 weeks, I was just taking naps every day. It was beautiful. I loved it.
I'm going for 10 days and I'm very, very excited.
Wow, you'll be in Barcelona for 10 days?
Yep.
Oh, that's going to be so fun.
Oh, that's so nice.
That'll be
I've
great.
done Europe trips where I've been bouncing around. Like,
no, I want to just sit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's great.
That is a 30s move. That is a 20s. You got that. You're moving. 30s, you go, I want to settle in.
Yeah, I want to get like an Airbnb for a couple of days and like go to the market like I live there.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, just like experience like a day in the life because I love cities. I don't think the suburbs are necessarily for me, though I don't look back on them with like any type of like scorn or like whatever. Like when I go home, I'm like, yay, like this is amazing. Like I don't have any type of like trauma when it relates to the suburbs, but I do identify with like metropolitan places. I think that's where I'm going to end up. Yeah, but New York is like exhausting for me, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, I love it.
What's killing you about New York?
It's killing me that I can't get the space that I want in the location that I want. I need space in this point in my life. I mean, like my ex moving out actually gave me that temporarily.
Yes.
Within my own 500 square feet of my one bedroom.
But rent's getting so much more expensive. It feels almost impossible to live in a I want
nice
more space.
I want more places to take naked photos for my DMs. I have one mirror and one couch. Like it's in my house, okay? It's one of these two places.
All right, let's get into this. How do you take a naked pic? Dave, how are you doing this?
All right. It's a lot of the use of mirror. It's always mirror for me.
Okay, mirror.
Sometimes I go a little artistic where I'll like use a mirror behind me and take a selfie. So it's like my reflection in the mirror. And then I will choose a portion of my body that is in that reflection. Very artistic move here. This says I went to Tish.
Okay.
It says I'm probably a bottom. I went to Tish, and I directed this shoot.
You don't send nudes, you direct.
I directed this nude.
Wow, that is truly amazing.
Yep. Or there's like we were talking earlier about filters. There are so many filters that will do whole body. I have this one that's an avatar filter that's really sick.
And you look good, blue.
Your face is full avatar, and then it does every piece of skin that it recognizes, it turns blue, right down to the tip of your dick.
Wow,
it's amazing. You look like you're like from the Navi, and it works actually. Like I'm on the apps a little bit, like if I'm horny, but like not really a ton. But like I'll always set the last for a nude, and I'll just send me like full naked, but like of the Navi, like full avatar.
And what do they say?
They usually say like LOL, and I'm like, let me show you the way of water. It's got like a
squirt emojis.
Yeah. It's got like a 6-7 out of 10 hit rate.
Yeah.
Which is fine for me. But like, I don't know. Another good naked self. I mean, I don't do the whole like beer can dick thing. Also in the gay community.
What's the beer can dick thing?
Like giving your dick like some type of like scale or size, like putting like a remote next to it. Or like a Corona.
No, I don't own a dollhouse. Why would I do that?
Like it just doesn't make sense to me. But gay guys be sending that shit.
Yeah. I guess they really want you to know.
But yeah, I guess.
But here's the thing: if you're gonna put something next to your penis, it has to be universal the size.
I agree. It's usually like a Red Bull or like a universal remote.
Yes, I mean a Red Bull's perfect because it's a smaller of the can.
I like a Red Bull. I don't want to put like something that is larger than my dick for scale. Like it's always got to be smaller, right?
Yeah.
It has to be something like a nectarine. I mean, well, I'm not saying I have a small dick, but I'm saying like it would be good to choose something.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, yeah, I get that. No, because I don't think straight guys don't send nudes like that.
Yeah, no. Is it like offensive for girls to receive that? Like if you send a dick pic, it's like really taboo and bad, right?
I need the girl to ask me multiple times before I send a dick pic. Multiple times. I'll send voice memos of me saying wild stuff.
Wow.
Or talk on the phone dirty. Okay. But like a dick pic, you really need I really need
consent.
Can you please send me the dick pic?
Yeah. That is so complicated. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Gay guys are so different. We'd be trading dicks like Pokemon cards.
Are you worried that yours will leak? You're
well,
not too stressed.
if my face is in it, it's a picture that I'm okay with leaking.
Oh, okay.
It's where I look good or whatever.
Yeah.
Or I use the avatar filter. I mean, if that leaked, you would really have to. Well, actually, you would know it was me because it's my one mirror.
The man's confusing, but the mirror, I know.
The mirror, I know.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't really care. I feel like it's sort of desensitized a little bit. Like even when celebrities' nudes get shared, like I feel like the culture's changing a little bit to be like, that's so invasive that somebody would share that.
Oh yeah.
And also, let me see.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like everyone's a freak.
I mean, I love it. To even think back of how, like, when I was younger, I would like look up like, oh, you could finally see this person's nipples. That was like that's a problem. Like the Mr. Skin, that websites, right? That was the place.
No, tell me. Everyone has their sites. What was Mr. Skin?
Mr. Skin was like where all the celebrity nudes that were leaked were.
No one gave me this link.
Really? It was it was popular in Staten Island.
Was that the thing too, that it would know if you were naked in a movie?
Yes.
It would have like the frame of, it had like a collection of anyone that was ever naked.
Oh, so this was run by freaks.
Yeah.
Nerds.
Yeah.
So
like
it's
movies too. Like not even just
crowdsourced
information.
Yes.
Exactly, 100%.
I just saw that Cameron Diaz was naked in this too. Get it up.
Up like
had
up,
a
like
huge
it's like a horny
moment.
Reddit.
It is horny Reddit.
Yeah.
But to like look at that, it's like, oh, that is invasive to like to look at people's nudes. I try not to watch celebrity nudes. I do like.
I haven't seen too many, but I have all my friends' nudes. I've seen like almost every one of my friends naked.
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of like or at least in the gay world, I mean. It's kind of like a fun sort of like haha, especially if you're not interested in them sexually.
Sure.
It's kind of like just like a fun. It becomes as heterosexual as two men in like a locker room being like, haha.
Yeah.
Like between gay men that know that they're not interested in one another, it's the same shit. We get back to like dick flapping and LOL.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. You're a dude. Yeah. When I'm in the locker room, I told Robbie, I glance, but not in just like in a way like, oh yeah.
No, it's natural curiosity.
100%. I always because I wanted, as a straight man, I don't see that many penises.
Right.
Like I just need to know what the world is full of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice to know.
Well, the guys with big dicks in the locker rooms, they like to walk around naked. They'll go to the
I'm looking for a
naked. They're like, this guy yesterday walks into the. So I like started working at a gym, which also I'm like, I don't know. Am I like, I'm pretty comfortable. I grew up like swimming, like just being naked in a locker room if I need to. But I'm like, oh, if I work with these people now, should I like be covering myself? Is it cool to just go? Cause like I'm like trying to see in the locker room if there's anyone that I work with or that comes in the pool a lot.
Oh, so
and then I'm like,
gym? Is it a gym that's like at your job?
Yeah, I am working at the gym.
At a gym.
Yeah, so I just started working at a pool.
You cannot be naked.
I think you should put the towel on. I mean, unless you're into somebody in there. What?
No, I'm not trying to like hook up in the locker room, but I'm just like, oh, should I not be naked? But anyways, this guy walks into the sauna with a big dick, and he just is like, all right, I'm not gonna have a towel. Everybody else has a towel at least, and he's just like
hot dick breathing.
All right, yep. I'm like, he wants us all to know that he's got a bigger, He's like, all right, he just wanted to come here and flex on everybody. It's like, okay.
Now, see, that man has a little buy in him because that's something gay people do, like in the gay gyms and like in the saunas and Hell's Kitchen and stuff. It's like, you're out. It's all out. It's vaginal but dick breathing. Heavy, low out moment. But like whatever, to each his own, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm like,
I just imagine
you should cover up if you work there, bro.
So?
Oh yeah, Robbie, you should definitely. I can't believe this is even a question.
Hide that shit.
People, maybe I should.
We went in the sauna together, but we hid.
What? Oh,
we wore our underwear.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I don't really fuck with the sauna too much. Actually, I should get better at
really?
it. It makes me feel crazy. It makes me feel like I'm inhaling like hot. I mean, you are, but it just makes me feel like when my external temperature is the same as my internal temperature, I just like I don't know. It makes me feel weird.
It
does feel
like
weird.
puts the body under extreme stress.
Yeah, I'm just like, what is going on? But that's the point of it. You're supposed to sweat.
Yeah,
whatever.
you're supposed to sweat and stuff like that.
Trying to get into it more, but I honestly, I stay out of spas right now because there's so many couples, and I'm trying to like be freakier. I went to Sojo one time, and it was a lot of couples. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stick out of here.
Yeah, I've never been to an actual spa. You seem like a massage person. Like you'll get a massage.
I've gotten a few. I have a guy named Jimmy, whose name is not Jimmy.
Okay.
I love him already.
He's fucking sick. Nicest guy ever.
Yeah, a guy with a different name than his real name. I love.
Qigong Spa on, I think it's 72nd. Jimmy.
Okay.
He will break your back. It is fucking wild. I got a guy if you ever need one.
Yeah, you like it? You do Swedish deep tissue.
Yeah, I like my shoulders get really tight, and I like it
too.
hard.
Interesting. The massage videos I get are how to give massages, not how to receive.
Are you like a sensual massage guy? Like gentle strokes?
I haven't given a massage. See, here's the thing about being single. I haven't given a girl a massage in so long.
I feel like that's such a good thing to offer.
I know. I just got the CBD moisturizer. I might be like, oh, babe, you want me to rub a little CBD on that back?
Yeah, you could be like, I actually have this this product I sponsor, this product I'm working with.
Yeah, that's
really
the
like to
least
test
horny
it
thing you
out.
could say. This product I'm working with
but
on my podcast, this CBD product.
Don't worry, baby, it's free.
Yeah.
If you use the code loud about nothing,
Yeah.
you can get 20%.
I can't believe we haven't even figured out a deal with them. I'm already being like, I'm rubbing moisturizer on the girls.
Honestly, I think getting a massage is horny. I've let guys do it. I also watch porn that's massagey. Like there are guys out there that will just like their whole bit is just edging, and they will just massage somebody for like 2 hours. Just have them on the verge of nutting for like 2 hours, and it looks amazing. I probably would pay like $100, maybe $300 for like. It's for me. It's when it's multiple people. 2 people touching you at the same time, 4 hands. That's wild.
You know the terminology.
What? Yes.
4 hands.
4 hands.
4
Is
hands.
that the official?
Yeah, that's what it's
term?
called. 4 hands.
It's like that's like how it's called. That's like what that type of massage is called.
Yeah, 4 hands. Yeah, that's truly amazing.
I've never paid for it, but I've had it in like some group sex scenarios.
Like
Straight people don't get to have group sex, or do they?
Not
No,
really. I don't.
never. I wish you know what? I once hooked up with a girl, and my friend hooked up with a girl in the same bed.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, that's like co-sex.
I guess so. I've seen my buddies have sex. But I also think that's more open than most straight men.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw in high school a couple of my friends have sex.
Of course.
But that was like out of necessity more than it was out of like interest. Everyone used to just
Necessity, like taking notes,
yeah.
like watching for technique.
Oh, 1,000%. I mean, I would always ask people for advice. I
Mhm.
still would take advice. My TikTok sometimes is advice on how to be a better lover.
I think confidence is a huge part of it.
I
Like
know.
we were talking about like the confidence to like slide into people's DMs, and like the confidence to like accept the fact that you're in progress. Like
Yeah.
also sexually, the confidence to be like, I love my body.
Yeah.
I know how to love. I know how to give. Like I know how to make you feel good.
Yeah.
And like the confidence of that.
You know,
Can be
it's
really
crazy.
sexy.
I'll be confident, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be awesome!" And I just pull out a vibrator. So I'm doing I'm like not doing much, but like it is like, hey, watch out for me.
Well,
And
you're
I'm
the
just using a
arbiter
tool.
of the pleasure.
I own.
Yeah.
I spend $14 on Amazon.
Yeah.
So you buy sex toys for the girls?
Yeah.
Sick.
Also for me, I've used it on me before.
I guess I buy sex toys for me that are also for them. Like
Yeah.
I have a few things that you could fool around with. It's kind of fun to spice it up. It feels like you're unafraid to share with them like an intimate part of what you're into.
1,000%.
And when you like let down a wall like that, I mean, even in conversation that's not even about sex, like when you I will always be the first to let a small wall down to
Mhm.
encourage you to let one down. Usually that can like keep not only the conversation flowing, but like sex stuff flowing. It's like, how about if I spit on it?
Yeah.
And then if their face is like goes a certain way, then it's like, okay, like
Yes.
I just spit on it, so like raise me that. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
You're playing a game.
Whereas like I said, in a relationship, we had adventurous sex, sure, but like it's the same person for so long.
You fall into a routine.
You fall into a routine.
What are you looking for in a person if they're trying to approach you now? If someone's trying to like DM you, or someone's trying to reach out or flirt with you in some type of way, what are you looking for?
Persistence.
Persistence.
My
Interesting
question
answer.
is, will you give them like, I want you to be persistent, or will you just be like, no?
Oh no, I'll never play cat and mouse. I don't play games.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
But like if you say you want to hang out, or if you're interested, like I like you said, you hearted 2 things in a row, like in a week or whatever.
Yeah.
Like smash the heart 3 times in a row, and then I don't mind like if the end you're like, damn. Like
Yeah.
send me to respond to like a picture of you smiling or whatever, being like hard eyes, like tell me if you're into me, tell me hot.
Wow.
I agree.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm in right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but like persistence, like if you really want to hang out, like people will always respond to my cooking videos and be like, I need you to cook for me. Like I want you to make a meal for me. I'm like, okay, hit me up. like let me know, like, you know.
Yeah.
Some people obviously, you know, it's not in the cards for them and you got to manage it, but like if I'm into you, if we're having like a conversation, like if I'm coming back and forth, like try it, shoot your shot. I like persistence.
Wow, I like that too.
Also, nothing worse than actually this happened to me though. I was really into this guy down the street from me, and we were supposed to get dinner this Sunday, and he didn't hit me up. I hit him up on Friday, and I said, you want to link this Sunday? Like, what should we plan a time? Like, I know you have a busy weekend, and he did not hit me back the whole weekend.
Stop.
I know.
Did he give an excuse?
He hit me up today on my way here, which is why he's on the top of my mind. He said, "Sorry, I had a crazy weekend. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, and I didn't get back to you." Now, the first part of me is like, oh, okay, you know, like, that's fine. At least you texted. And then the other half of me is like, bro,
I know.
you didn't look at your phone for 3 whole days?
Why lie?
Do you feel that way sometimes where it's like people be pretending that they don't see things? And it's like, I don't need you to respond and give me some type of like roundabout excuse. You could just respond and be like, hey, yo, it's not lining up this weekend. Just be direct.
Yeah.
Totally.
I guess that's what it is. From my past relationships, I've learned that like I really hate people who don't know how to communicate and people who aren't direct.
Sure.
So when I can sense it in like the early moments of like, why would you not just be like, yo, this weekend's got packed for me, let's push.
Yeah.
Rather than just like let the whole weekend go by, or maybe he wasn't thinking of me. Either avenue, I hate.
Yeah, I agree. Because
I
also it's like you have these people that are willing to be direct, and it's like when I have people that are willing to be direct, I'm not gonna sit here and play these games with you no matter what you look like.
Yeah.
It's just like you might think that this is a game and we're like playing, but I am not gonna play, and like you're just gonna miss out on this.
Yes, exactly.
Like that's kind of how I feel. Like I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna do this game. So you could play with yourself on the side, but I have other people that are willing to be direct.
An earlier version of me loved the games.
You did, yeah. I'm over
or
it.
like would be like no, like I don't know. It was like say yes, or say no, but you mean yes. And now I'm like say yes when you mean yes.
Yeah.
Like people, I don't know. I'm trying to be what I'm attracted to.
100%.
That is
same.
nice.
I agree.
Don't be a hypocrite.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like there are of course like differences in like sexual chemistry or whatever, but like as far as like being direct and communicating what you want, it's pretty black and white, bro.
I'll even communicate when I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll even be like, I don't know, like this is confusing. I don't know. I'm like having a hard time. I'll be that. I just am like, I can't show up with I don't knows every day.
Yeah.
Which is what I
huge
want.
I don't know.
Which is because it's hard for me.
Yep.
But like I want to, but I at least let them know. I don't know.
I think if you're in process on a thought and process on a feeling, like that's fine. And like admitting that and being open about that is like part of being human.
Sure.
But I don't know. The DMs have been a wild place. Like the more forward, the better.
I agree.
Do you go incognito mode?
What's incognito? Oh, is that like when the messages delete?
Yeah, vanish mode.
Oh no! Why? Wow. So straight men are so panicked.
Terrified.
I'm so worried.
Terrified all the time that anyone will think I have an ounce of sexuality.
Oh, girl, I'm taking avatar pics of my literal penis, sending them in text for them to have forever.
Wow, you're king.
No, I'm terrified.
Gifts.
Literally, that's why I need like 4. Like, will you send a dick pic?
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Totally. With the history of men, it totally makes sense.
Makes sense.
I'm like totally on board to be that, but I am I'll like. Sexting or talking on the phone is something I, especially during pandemic, became I did
more regular,
and I still like that. You know what I mean? But then I am like, wow, there are like crazy sentences that I've dropped.
Yeah, like I've said things too, but like even in the gay community, we kind of do things that straight men can't do all the time. Like a line I've been using is "What that mouth do."
Oh! Yo,
yeah.
I want to say that so bad. Oh God,
It's like,
God, I'm so jealous. I want to say that so bad.
How bad do you want to say "what that mouth do"?
Oh my God, I want to say it. I want to know.
I want to know.
It's hot.
More than anything,
it's good.
I want to know.
Oh my God.
And you know what? That one, the Avatar pick, like 7 out of 10 hit rate. What that mouth do, like 9 out of 10 hit rate.
Wow.
You got to say it to the right person.
Yes,
and
of
you got to know
course.
they're into you. This is like a level 3 move after you've
Okay.
been like, hearting the pictures or whatever. I don't know. I like a big swing. I just went to Mexico for a wedding, and this guy gave me a note. So I went to a wedding in Mexico. It was a full buyout of the hotel. There were probably like 150 of us there.
Amazing.
No gay people in the wedding. So I'm on. Well, there were other gay people, but no gay men. So I was like, okay. So I go on Grindr while I'm there, and there's one person within 70 feet. It's of course a member of the staff. He's cute.
Of course.
So we exchange a few messages, and then he brings me by a pool the next day, the day before the wedding. He comes and brings me a note by the pool, free, and also free calamari.
It's like, how are you gonna play games with somebody else when there's people out here giving you free calamari and handwritten notes?
You living the dream.
It's like, what do we?
Bro.
You don't want to answer me on a Sunday. I'm not tripping about it.
Because he was like, I'm working the pool today. I was like, I think I see you. And he was like, I see you too. I was wearing a Speedo. Like, you know, sometimes when you're a gay trying to attract anyone that's gay, you just put on your Speedo and march around.
I love that.
Yeah. So anyway, he brought over a free calamari, which is that is the way to my heart for anyone who's watching, anyone who's listening. Calamari, really. I'm gonna bust open for you, baby.
Yeah.
Also, and he gave me a note, and inside the note, like, so he went away, and I was like, oh my god. And I was with my friend Carly, and she was like, what the fuck is this, like high school? I was like, I can't wait. It was like so romantic and also so forward, like I was saying that I liked. But I opened up the note and it just said sexy. Whoa. Just the word sexy. And it was cute, but it was written in crayon. And it was on like a little scrap of a piece of paper. And also there was break points in the S. It was like kind of like a really unnerving handwriting. Like it was like like 3 different break points. I was like, wow, he really muscled this S out. I was like, he stopped 2 separate times and thought. But anyway, disconcerting, but nonetheless, we kept flirting, and then he was really forward at the wedding later. He was a cocktail server at the wedding the next day, and he was one of the like hors d'oeuvre guys. Yeah. And he was following me around, being like super aggressive. He came up behind me and he was like, I have something very spicy for your mouth. I was like, oh, you do? And it was like a tiny little shrimp in like a green chili sauce. And this guy was really playing on the right shit with me. And I don't think he realized how much food and horny like really is like a big twist cone of me. Yes. And he was forward, but like cheeky and sweet. And I liked it a lot. We ended up smashing.
Oh, nice.
I love that. The question we all had.
Yeah.
He in a broom closet, nonetheless.
What?
Wow. I mean, you're living good.
Life is good.
Life
What are
is
you talking?
I had just watched White Lotus, and I was like, okay, this is my Lucia moment. I was like, I'm just gonna like roll with the punches. Like, I'm just gonna do whatever he says. And the next day after the wedding, I showed up at brunch, and he left me another note that was like, meet me in the closet. Or no, it wasn't even in the closet. It was like it said, "Make me horny." Actually.
Oh God!
Which I wasn't sure if he meant like I'm making him horny or he wanted me to make him horny.
Sure.
But then I looked at him and he moved his eyes like follow me. So I told my friend Carla, I was like, I'm gonna go follow him. I'm gonna see what it was like 11 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I went around the corner
morning.
and he took me into a proper broom closet. Like if we were shooting a movie and it said like interior broom closet. And I was like a set, like I had to go scout. Yeah. It would have been one and done. I would have walked in and been like, yo, this is a broom closet. Like there are brooms, like multiple brooms up against the wall. Like I was like, wow, I really found it. I had my hands up. It was like, it was actually really exciting. And it was like a moment where, like you were saying earlier, I wanted to do what I wanted to do. And in that moment, it felt really exciting to have autonomy and like, just go have fun with this guy who ended up being very sweet. We follow each other on Instagram now. Like very nice guy.
Sure.
But like really was forward. And that's how you bag me. Calamari, notes.
Wow.
Broom closet.
Yeah.
Okay,
oh my
maybe not.
God. That's the recipe. Wow.
But it was cool. Like, and I hadn't done anything like that in almost a decade.
Yeah. So
it was like really a fun weekend.
Dave, you're living good, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
You really are. This is beautiful. Is there anything that you want to plug for the people out there?
Yeah, sure. You follow me on Instagram. I'm doing so my thing is quick tips.
Oh, they're tremendous. I mentioned before, they're amazing.
I'm trying to get in your brain, like when you drop an ice cube on the floor, when you when you flip over your ice cube tray and it falls onto the floor, whatever, like throw it in a plant. Just pick it up off the ground.
Oh, wow.
And put it in a plant. It will slowly water the plant and it won't spill all over the place. And you're saving the water that you dropped on the floor. It's dirty ice. Just put it in a plant.
This is such good advice.
I have a million of these.
Who taught you that?
Honestly, my mom and dad are responsible for a lot of them. But also, I don't claim to have invented a lot of these tips.
No,
I'm a purveyor of like things that I see that I find useful on the internet. That I'm like, oh, this actually works. Like
that's really good. I kick it under the fridge.
Well, yep, exactly. And then you sock mop it later and you got a wet sock.
I know.
No wet socks. Put it in a
No.
plant.
Wow, that's such a good tip.
So anyway, I'm making a lot of those videos. I'm shooting a whole nother round of them next week.
Amazing.
And then I'm eventually going to start to do them with some guests. I'm going to bring on some
Really?
people who can't do something and teach them how they can.
That's so nice.
And also, I want to have you guys.
yeah,
Oh,
beautiful.
beautiful.
Let
Something
us
you
know.
don't know how to do.
Oh, there's a lot.
Yeah,
Tons,
and I don't know how to do
tons.
everything, but I like to learn.
Yeah.
So it's like
Oh.
a fun way to be like, you know what? I've actually never tried this too, but with the right attitude, with the positive attitude, like earnestly, you
Yeah.
can.
You know what? I wanted. My whole thing was I was going to talk to you about this. I didn't even mention. I've been like cooking so much more, and I've been really like looking at recipes. I bought a meat thermometer. I have a cast iron I use almost every day. Like all
When
of
you
a
start to
sudden-
get accessories.
yeah, I'm getting accessories. I have a mandolin that I'm cutting cucumbers with.
A mandolin's important.
I know.
I got a blowtorch. Like when you keep going with this shit,
Yeah.
I know.
the next level of like culinary tools are
Yeah.
cool.
I know. I literally asked for like a new knife for Christmas because I wanted the weight to be better, and I'm like, yo, look how this slices through a tomato. I'm getting excited about like little things.
Well, they say sharp knives, you never cut yourself. You cut yourself on a dull knife because you struggle. But a
yes.
sharp knife, you never struggle with
You just
anything.
glide
cut
right through.
Mhm.
Oh my
A good
God.
time to do that is at around Thanksgiving, Black Friday.
Oh,
All the kitchen shit goes on sale.
Yeah,
Go to
yeah,
Macy's and just supermarket sweep. Everything is
Oh,
free.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can get
yeah.
like big pan sets and knife sets and all that stuff. But yeah, I got a blowtorch too.
Oh my! And what do you use that for? Like creme brulee?
Honestly, it's creme brulee. If I make a cheeseburger, I'll like
Oh wow.
like torch the cheese on top and it
Yeah.
like hugs the burger so perfectly. But also I've made like sushi, and you can like I worked at a few restaurants in my time on this earth.
Yes.
And they like torch things like serrano peppers on top of sushi, and you can use it to like to char soups, like if you put cheese on top of a
like
French onion soup or
Oof.
something like that. It's just fun. And also like if I cook a lot now, if I really like you, or
Yeah.
if sexually or if you're just a friend of mine, I'll
Sure.
cook for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's a really cool move to save for the end.
Oh yeah.
To
it's
just look like
impressive.
you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like if it's like a date or whatever, I'll always save blowtorch or fire of some kind. Like I'll splash some wine in the pan that doesn't need to happen, just to kind of go like real
yeah,
quick.
Look at this.
Yeah.
So good stuff is happening.
Give a little Stanley Tucci moment.
Yeah.
Adds a little hype to the dinner.
Yeah, throw the towel over the corner over
course.
your
Of
shoulder.
course.
Like
You went
you're
to Tish.
Anthony Porosky or whatever the fuck. Anyway,
That's
I'm enjoying
tremendous.
doing it, and my Instagram is where you can find many more. I'm going to keep running with it. It's a lot of
Beautiful.
fun, and it's authentic to my actual interests, like my actual skills.
Yeah, I love that so much. It's like such a beautiful way of like sharing with the world what you love.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like also like I have so many funny friends that their outlook on these things and people's different takes on giving a fuck about what is essentially self-care.
Yes.
Feeding yourself is self-care.
100%.
My grandma would always say like you have to eat every day. You don't have to do anything every day.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, but you have to eat every day 3 times. She's like, you have to know how to do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she said it to me like plain as day when I was like 12 and I was like, she's dead ass right.
Yeah.
I never forgot that. I was like, you don't do anything every day except for like shit, eat, sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and complain.
So get a good bed and know how to cook a couple meals.
Exactly.
Wow, that's beautiful. Robbie,
I want to
anything-
cook with you guys.
Yeah, we should do
please.
it.
I made egg rolls for the first time the other day.
What'd you put in them?
I just did cabbage, soy sauce, a little oil, sesame.
Oh, so like a vegetable spring roll?
Yeah,
that
like a
kind
vegetable spring roll, and they came out great.
Really
right,
good,
Robbie?
really good. Yeah.
I was
He's
like,
good. He's
so,
a good
I'm
cook.
getting better.
Yeah.
Those spring wraps, are they the rice wraps you like dip them in water first and get them wet?
I
or
just
use
the edges,
the wonton wraps.
the
right?
wonton wraps.
Yep, I know.
I've tried the spring wraps. I couldn't do them.
Yeah, you have to get them like you dip them and then they become like gummy.
Yeah,
I've played with them a few times.
I got it.
That's the other thing too is that like you fuck up. I fuck up so much in the kitchen.
I know,
But it's kind of fun. It's like a project you ultimately just eat.
I just feel bad when it's like a $35 steak him and I are eating.
Oh no, you can't do that. You can't fuck up
Overcook
$35.
it or some shit. That's the thermometer eliminates all question.
This is why you got a meat thermometer.
Yes.
You ate shit on a steak once and you were like,
1000%.
okay.
It's worth the $12, $15.
100%.
Anyone that's scared of cooking meat, I'm like, yo, just get a thermometer.
All you do is just wait. You sear it and wait. Just put it in and just check the temperature.
That's it. It's like basic science.
Mhm. And then you do it enough times and you just get good at it.
I love
like
this.
anything else.
Yeah, Robbie,
Yeah.
what do you want to plug, babe?
What do we want to plug? I think tonight when this comes out, we'll have a show 224 at Caveat. And
sick.
Nice.
Yeah, buy the beanies. If you are listening to this, the beanies is a great way to support the podcast.
Beautiful.
Notaboutnothing.com/shop.
I love that. All right. Keep sharing the clips. Keep sharing the podcast. We love when you do that. All right, Robbie, hit the fucking music.